Hosh Niteeli. Here's another fruit that you see. Look at all the ones that have fallen. I'm going to pick these. Some are so ripe that they're just ready to fall off. I hope you're seeing me pick them. See, so that's it. Let me pick a few more over here. See how Grandma uses this. I'm using this thing. I'm using this. You just twist them off. Oh shoot, I just choked myself. Okay, I have a bag full, and I'll show you exactly how you can make jelly out of this. It's incredible, but I will show you just because there's only a few. I just poked myself to death with one of them, but I'll show you how to prepare them. And you never touch these with your bare hands, or you really will feel it. Okay. This is a prickly pear fruit, and it is called, the scientific name is Opuntia. I'm not going to attempt to say it. This is a very flexible food source. Both the pads, as you saw the pads, the nopales, and the fruit these are called tunas, and they are edible, but like I said, you have to be cautious when harvesting and preparing. That is why Grandma had the tongs. I built a little fire. I'm going to burn off the really prickly sides, and you don't ever touch them because they have little tentacles that are teeny tiny, and they'll burrow right into your skin, and you will just go nuts for days until you can finally get them out. But even then, they're hard to pull out of your skin. So pretty soon I'm going to do this, saute them, I guess you could say, but that will burn off the prickly pear needles. And you do that the same way with the nopales, the paddles, the green part, if you're into eating that kind of stuff. Dump these onto the ground because I don't want to touch them. They're painful. Now notice these are the prickly pear fruit. Okay, so now what it's doing is it's burning. It will burn off the prickly around it. Okay, you make sure it's pretty well, almost sauteed, I guess you could say, because you don't want any of this to poke you. I'll put a few more. In fact, I'm going to throw them as many as I can in here. And this is just a process. I want you to see, and you're going to turn them over like eggs, kind of, and as long as you're burning off the prickly part. This is the process. I'm gonna keep doing this till I finish them all, and then I'll show you the end result. The flies are starting to, I don't know what's with flies, but anyways, this is hot as heck, and they're over there trying to get to the sweet part of this. Yuck. And here is this thing that I used. They're like barbecue tongs. And see, they're all burnt. You burnt all the you know, hopefully we burnt it all off. But even then, when you get home or when you prepare it, you wear gloves or something still, even when you've done this, because you still need to be careful. So I just put them all in this shell, and we are done. And when they cool down, I will show you what's inside. Now we have returned, and if you can see closer up, here are the tunas, and this is these. I don't know if you can see or have a really good look at that. But again, there were pricklies on there, and remember we cooked them off, and I am using a hand gloves. Now, even though we cooked them off, don't think you're going to be okay, because sometimes these will still have stickies. Now, they're kind of dirty, but they're not really. What we're going to do is we're going to cut off the top, and they are beautiful actually, and see how they look. They're very juicy, and I'm going to cut them. Let me just cut it here. Cut one in half for you, and look how beautiful. They're delicious, and I can smell it. That's why the bees were after me too, because of this. And then you come in here and you can try some. They have lots of seeds. I hope you can see Grandma doing this. But I'm going to, then what you do is you just take these out, you scoop them out, and these are very, I mean, they have seeds, just like raspberry seeds, you know, it's just kind of rough, and you can austerize them and get the, you know, you can make jam out of this. Now, they look like fish eggs almost. Let me open another one. And these are really ripe. That's when you want to pick these. So, here they are. Anyways, this is it. You can actually eat them out in the desert if you have to, and like I said, they kind of look like fish eggs, and they're very juicy and they're tasty. When you're out looking, you know, when you're looking at petroglyphs, don't forget to, if you see these, don't pick them with your hand. Remember what Grandma used? I used a tong to pull them off the cactus, and you can gather them, and they're very, very wonderful. And here you go. Now I hope you have a good look at it. And you can eat this plain, and they're very chewy, definitely chewy. And Grandma just chewed down a little half a quarter teaspoon, just a little bit. But if you look at them, see. So I hope this is just a side note. I wanted to show this to you, that this cactus, you know, the prickly pear, it's a cacti, but anyways, the prickly pear fruit is just absolutely lovely. Look at this. And they're kind of shrinky looking, but because I've kept them overnight, and I should have done this yesterday, but it doesn't matter. You still get the fruit inside. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed Grandma's video, and I will go ahead, and it's a very quick video, Again, I hope you try it and see when you're out hunting and looking for petroglyphs. So I love you guys. Take care. And also, this is a break from the, let me see if you can see Grandma. I have this stuff on my hand. Let me take this off. Okay. I can see you. So if you have time, you know, pick some of these, and these are just beautiful. And then when you're out walking, and then go ahead and enjoy them out there. But make sure you build a fire and you get the pricklies off of the tunas. Okay. So this is a break from the petroglyph. I have one that I will be putting together. And thank you to everyone who is viewing Grandma's videos. I am so thrilled, and I love your comments. Please comment. I mean, when I can, I answer you, and this is how I get to know you. I love every minute of the time that I have to hear your comments, your thoughts, and, you know, just basically how you feel about my videos. So I love you. Kisses, and I'll see you again. Hosh Niteeli.